And we start with a story told about Chofetz Chaim, but his dear son. And the next story topic is Arousing the Populace. So the two previous story was about Chofetz Chaim writing and distributing Mishnah Brura. So now it's Arousing the Populace. As his presence in the public, his presence and public addresses left a deep impression upon the communities which he visited. Whenever he traveled, he addressed the people. His words drew many close to Torah and fear of heaven. His address would usually last about an hour. He would not shout, dramatize, or even use the familiar tune of Megiddim preachers. Occasionally, a groan would escape his lips. His main topic was the need to engage in daily introspection and take to stock of one's spiritual standing. My father's words penetrated deep into the hearts of his listeners. Right, so let's try to understand what it says in this paragraph. So the style was very interesting, without shouting, without like a balance up and down. So because it was so full of content, right? And words penetrated. No like tricks, not tricks. Magadim. I'm not sure what tune exactly that they use. I'm not sure, but there was some tune, right? No drama, right? Okay. So, and his point was to engage in daily introspection. That's what we said, also mentioned in our class, B'siyata D'Shmaya, right? And take stock of one's spiritual standing, right? Meaning where to grow. Okay. Continue. Someone related to me that he was present at one of my father's addresses more than 50 years ago. When the address was ended, some people stood chatting together and were heard praising the quality of my father's address. He approached them and said, "Please refrain from discussing the merit of my address. And that is not important. What important that my words take into your heart." Right? So it's very interesting, right? Chofetz Chaim said it's not about you liking my speech. Like some people say, like, did you like it? Doesn't matter. Like you like it, does not like it. What impression it made of you? Did it change? Did it change? That's our goal to grow spiritually. So one of our new dear students, so he wrote to me and asked me what this word means in one of the prophets. We spoke about him today. 1 second. Zachariah, right? Zachariah 9:9, I think, or something, right? So it was one word. It's like I don't know exactly remember the sentence. And then he was so concerned. So I told him, and he knows not much. Let's put it this way. I mean, he knows some things, and he sent me his findings in the Torah. Okay, so I told him like you must learn Torah. Like that is going to change you, like going to affect you. You understand? All of these things about Zachariah, it's like about donkey, like Mashiach, he's poor or very poor, he's humble. Okay, so here's a question: was he humble or was he poor? I said, what's the difference does it make? Like just think about it. So most of the poor people, they're humble. What exactly they should be proud of. You understand? So, but that's the ways of Yetzer Hara. As Chofetz Chaim said, you must take these words to heart. Okay. In Warsaw, in Warsaw, where is mentioned above, my father spent many months in his younger years overseeing the publication of his Sefarim. Younger years, maybe he was in his early 30s, I think. I don't know. Okay. Right. Where he lived, the God-fearing young scholar named Rav Yitzchak Gradzensky. Right, young scholar at that time. Rav Yitzchak was founded a Hevra society of laborers who would gather together 3 times a day to study Torah. Right? Not 3 times a year, but 3 times a day to study Torah. My father, who from his youth strove to disseminate Torah among the masses, particularly among the poor and unlearned, gave Rabbi Yitzchak and his group much encouragement and inspiration. He would visit with them regularly and would encourage the laborers to strengthen the observance of the mitzvahs and character development. So many of these laborers, these simple Jews, they were born in a Jewish family. They knew some things, some basics. Not basics, whatever they learned from their parents, whatever they learned from people around, whatever they learned from synagogue, but then where it stopped. So people would like start working like very hard at very young age. Okay, so and he was trying to teach them, these people, right? Very interesting. Eventually, Rabbi Yitzchak's home became my father's regular place for lodging in Warsaw. So he's was Gadol Hador, this Rav Grodzensky. Okay. And somehow I don't remember how did they. They married into the family of Rav Salanter. Israel Salanter, that's all. They're all connected. All these big people, they marry each other. I mean, the children. So again, at a time Rav Yitzchak Hevra grew to in time Rav Yitzchak Hevra grew to the point where it was forced to rent a base of medrash for itself. Baruch Hashem, so many people. A group founded a new Sefarim library, which included many copies of each of my father's works. Rav Yitzchak studied my father's works with Hevra on a regular basis, and this left deep impression upon these laborers, meaning the Mishnah Berurah and others. Right, deep on laborers. Both in the matters between man and his fellow, right, but like Sefer Chofetz Chaim, and between man and his creator. Many of these laborers developed into outstanding Jews, who were known for their awe of God and their eagerness to hearken to His calling. Right? I mean, you have to be a especially holy person to inspire other people, right? To be, as he said, God-fearing people. Right. So again, many of these laborers developed into outstanding Jews who were known to for their awe and of the awe of God and their engagement in eagerness to hearken to His calling. Continue. After the period of time, Rav Yitzchak founded yeshiva with many classes, led by distinguished Rosh Hashiva. His son-in-law, Rabbi Israel Hirsch, founded a Hevra of his own in a different part of the city, which also made the Torah study the focal point of the day. Torah study. In time, similar groups were founded throughout the Warsaw by the disciples of Rav Yitzchak. They also established committees to strengthen the observance of Shabbos and the laws of family purity, and distributed hundreds of copies of my father's monographs on these vital matters, meaning like some articles. It's very interesting. So this great tzaddikim were doing kiruv. I bring people close, and some people they just a little embarrassed. Yes, he's a Jew, but he knows not much, right? Right. So you have to be very careful, very gentle, not to offend the person, right? The tzaddik, Rabbi Yitzchak, passed away Tzaddik, Rabbi Yitzchak Grodzensky, right? He passed away in 5681, 1921. It is not an exaggeration to say that he did not leave behind an equal in all of the Warsaw. For the degree to which he spread the Torah study and strengthened the Midas observance throughout the city was unsurpassed. My father eulogized him and mourned his passing exceedingly. In truth, my father was the center of all of Rav Yitzchak's mighty deeds and projects. Very interesting. So, of course, Chofetz Chaim had his own hands full, but he saw like that somebody else is doing the amazing stories of Hashem, so he was trying to help him any way possible. Very interesting. All right, so continue.